Diamond League, baby.
Girl boss, they don't know from way out of Italy.
The tallest mountain start from the ground.
Welcome to Seeing Red.
I don't know why I'm laughing, dog. I don't know why I'm laughing. Anyway, it's Seeing Red. Simon the writer here again.
Rachid the Guna.
Mad thing. Now, this is our second episode. Last week was an introduction. You got to know us. Some of you might be tuning in for the first time. So just a very quick synopsis. Seeing Red is a very simple show.
Because he's hosting it.
2 yard man. 2 yard man. Both like a team that wear red. Rachid Arsenal fan. Simon the Liverpool fan. And we're here to review EPL, talk, banter, everything Yardman style.
Right.
And we're going to roll through the games quickly, except for our beloved teams, but you'll understand that it's seen red, so we want to focus on things red. And we're going to go to two red teams that are in some kind of relegation battle, which is Bournemouth versus Sunderland. Now, this game finished 2-1 to Sunderland. David Moyes finally getting a win. And right now, we have to be happy for him because homelessness is a problem. And it seems as if David Moyes wants to keep a job. Hopefully he'll make it to the end of the month. If not, maybe we can start a GoFundMe, help this man get a job. He just seems to need some sort of help.
Next, we're looking at Leicester City and West Brom. Leicester went down 2-1. Now, Leicester is rotating like crazy, and I think the Champions League is hurting them, which is why they put out the squad they did yesterday. And last week I said that West Brom had no identity. West Brom looked really good against Leicester this weekend, and Danny Drinkwater, what was that he did? Pass back to...
Boss, that was a great pass. He never get an assist for that.
Should
Should I get the assist?
You know what tipped me off about that? Him pass it back and him know say that was a messed up pass. But it's like him figure say, yo, let's mark as a Jamaican, he must be able to run it down and kick it.
Yo, West Morgan never buck him to run up in the net. But here's what I would say. The one thing that I would say about West Brom is that they have talent. They just don't have the identity like you say.
Yeah.
And what I think happening to Leicester is that their focus is shifted. They're looking like the mid-table side that they really are. And it's just time to move on. Next game, we have Burnley versus Crystal Palace. Now, I keep telling people about Burnley. And Burnley is one of those hard-nosed teams that's going to come out fighting all the time. And if you give them a chance, they're going to score. If you give them 4 shots or 5 shots, they're going to score 2 of them. Right? So what you have to do is you have to try and bury Burnley. Liverpool suffered against them. Manchester United suffered against them. And if you look on the stats from that game, they only took what? 7 shots on target, and they scored some. They scored what? 3.
Yes.
Crystal Palace is trying to patch players together, and it's not working for them. They will win a game, they will lose a game, they might drop. You don't know what to get from them because they don't have identity.
Interestingly, Burnley's in 9th in the table. We should be watching them a little bit more closely because come March, April, May, they might be right up there in European contention if this continues.
And another thing, just to kind of wrap up the Burnley thing that people need to forget, they don't have much to fight for other than to not get relegated.
Exactly, which is what makes them dangerous. That's what made Leicester dangerous last season. Alright, so for the next game of the Leicester game, Man United 3 over Swansea, which who scored 1. Pogba getting 1. Finally, it was a well-taken goal. I have to admit, it was a well-taken goal. The back spin on it, the way he met it, you know he meant it. Zlatan getting 2 goals. And interestingly, people are talking about Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney was instrumental in the first goal. Nice build-up play, nice link-up between the 2 of them. But as I said last week, I want Mourinho to suffer. I want him to win games like these because it gives them a false sense of hope and keep them going until, bam, they lose again when the least expected.
Well, what I will comment on with the Rooney thing as well. Rooney played well in the Europa game.
Yeah.
He came on, scored the goal.
Jose's testimonial game.
Right? He scored a goal. Now, what was funny was it's a ridiculously dumb lineup that he put out there. Now, it worked though.
Yeah.
Right? They scored, they win 3-1. So now Jose is going to look like a tactical genius to some. But all in all, we're still talking about Swansea. We're still talking about a team that does not know how to score goals. They got this new coach. I don't think
trying to work out his best team as well.
And again, I still think I don't think Bradley is ready for this, in my opinion. And he's probably going to be out the door very soon.
While we're on the topic of managers though, Jose still isolating his team. I mean, you won 3-1 today, and you're going and talking about some players not playing for you, some players who play through injury, like Luke Shaw, saying some players treated the Fenerbahce game like a testimonial. You won 3-1 today, just take it and go on, no?
True. Another thing, the last comment I will make for Manu, because at the end of the day, they still won the game. But what I think is happening with Manchester United and Jose is that his method of trying to find out his team is going to cost them in the long run. And he's doing too much tinkering, too much more. But you know what? Keep it up, because this is going to be a problem. You tinker, you leave on Zlatan, him get a yellow card, you don't have Zlatan for the Arsenal game. And I don't want to hear the excuses, because this
I thought that was a red card. I thought that should have been red.
It should have even been a red, so it should have been 3 games. All right. But the fact is, he should have taken off Zlatan. So all of this tactical genius except for Jose, I'm not seeing it. And I'm not seeing him having confidence in the players. All right. Next game we're going to touch on is Man City versus Middlesbrough. Now, what I find interesting is Man City had a lot of chances, did not bury these chances. And what is happening to Pep? Pep is too comfortable. Way too comfortable. I think Pep underestimates the strength that the willpower of EPL teams have. While he's in Germany, Bayern would be in the lead and teams seem to lie down or just give up. Pep, EPL no stay so. It's simple as that. So what I think is happening with Pep is the team looks pretty, but if they don't put away the goals, we have a problem. They look great against Barca. But what happened now against Middlesbrough? One chance, one moment.
And I've always said it, Pep has never been prepared for matches like this, for teams like this, because you don't have teams in Spain who will try to shut things up and get compact. Everybody comes at you and play expansive football. So Pep didn't know what a Middlesbrough would feel like playing. Very tight, very compact, defending 2 banks of 4s. So he got shell-shocked yesterday.
True. West Ham, do me a favor. Sell Payet for the good of football. I am begging you. Please. Please. Your team is not good enough for a player like Payet. Just accept it. You could not qualify for the Europa League.
You sure say when you go to England, never go to East Street, yeah?
You know what? Maybe I just want to go to England. Make sure East Street don't come my yard. Don't to you. I mean, I joke. Kidding. But, for the sake of football, Payet's agent, Payet father, Payet mother, somebody who is related.
Where would you send him if it was up to you?
Where would he fit, or where would I send him? I'd love him to come to Liverpool.
No, where would he fit though?
I think actually
Juventus?
I think Juventus would be a good place for him. Actually, I think Atletico Madrid would be a great place for Payet. That type of movement, I think, would complement Griezmann. He knows Griezmann well.
Yeah.
He plays football with Griezmann, and I think they can use him many different places on the field. When you look at how Simeone plays, it fits perfect for even Torres. But Payet needs to leave. And playing against Stoke City, we find that West Ham, they're not inventive. They're trying to depend on sending it to Antonio, scoring headers. Find something else. If you can't find something else, get your quality players out and try to just play hard like Burnley's playing.
Right. No, the next game, Chelsea 5, Everton 0. Hazard scored twice and got goals from Pedro and Diego Costa. No, these are players that were much maligned by Jose Mourinho at Chelsea last year, especially Hazard. Hazard is playing with, like, he looked like the Hazard he was 2 seasons ago where they were hyping him up as the best player in the world. That was what they were saying. But Jose is a man, I'm starting to go back to Jose, but we have to. Jose is a man that when he has wide players, he tries to make them more defensive players.
Right.
Now he's gone, and ironically, we have a coach, Conte, who is known as a defensive coach.
But he's giving him the freedom to move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Pedro as well. He looks more mobile. He's not stuck back defending, and he's scoring goals now. Hazard looks free. He's free to roam. He's free to drift inside and take shots whenever he wants.
What I will say about Hazard, and actually, I think what is happening there is bigger than just Hazard. You see that freedom that Hazard have? I think Costa has that same freedom too. And if you look at some of the goals, the distance Costa is when he's scoring, it's not tap-ins anymore for Costa. And I think this comes down to a feeling that I have where team philosophies can show themselves.
The coaching, the manager's personality coming out in the team as well, because Jose is a man that wants to micromanage everything and treat you like a little boy. Right. Conte Conte will give you some freedom to do what he knows he trusts you to do best.
And what he also does is the players have their roles and they know what they're doing. And I think that is why...
So that's why if a player knows what he's doing, he said, I'm not going to talk you out of it and talk you to doing what I want to do, what I want you to do. I trust you, do what you do best.
As much as we're praising Chelsea, I want to take a time to talk about the so-called other team in Liverpool. And this is a problem I have with Everton, right? You need to make up your mind, Everton. Do you want to be a big team? Or do you want to still be the little brother over there? Because it seems like no matter how many good players or good coaches you get, you still turn to the crap that you always were. Your biggest mistake was giving up the stadium to Liverpool and you still fail to impress. And I think Chelsea ground that out of them. Now I might regret that when we play them because they always show their best sometimes when they play against us. Sometimes. But I think what we show is Chelsea stamping the class in this game. And Everton showing that they need more. And that is that. Quickly moving on to Hull City versus Southampton. And what I will say, it was a good win for Hull City because as much as I have Hull City and Sunderland as the teams, I really want them to go down to the next division, championship, because I don't like the jerseys. I don't know why. It sounds like a very non-football reason, but the jerseys ugly. They play ugly, and Hull City just don't serve no purpose to me.
But hold on, you don't want West Ham there.
But remember, I don't want West Ham there because of the attitude of the bad fans.
Yeah, I know, but you don't want West Ham there. You don't want Sunderland there. You don't want Hull there.
Yeah, them three can get relegated, thanks.
Okay, but what about Swansea?
Swansea can stay. I don't have no hate or love for them. Swansea can stay. Them is whatever.
Just making sure.
I think Swansea is going to get relegated. If we're talking football reasons.
Yeah, going to as opposed to who you want to.
Right. And I doubt West Ham is going to get relegated.
I don't know,
Not this season because they still have Payet.
I don't know about that,
They still have Payet.
Yes, but I'm saying, what if they sack Village? They're known to do rash things.
True, but they still have a player that can pull out that one win. Hull City don't have anything like that. They have all of the issues with the management and they're just annoying. They want to be a baseball team. Just go away with that, dog. Just done. Just done.
Right.
We're just done with you. Your experiment is over. Lead on to you to talk about your derby. That's your game. Tottenham Hotspur.
Which I correctly predicted.
All right.
1-1.
I kinda correctly predicted a draw, a stalemate.
Two more things I predicted that how this game would go. Granted, Jack would have a big influence in it. He did. And I said that Spurs would rush back Hurricane for it. They did. And he came back and he scored.
That was a very good prediction.
And I don't know. People seem to resign to the penalty. I still don't really think I'll give a penalty for it. It's soft. And I thought that Kane was falling into Kashelin when the tackle was made. But alright, so it goes. I thought Tottenham came out a stronger team in the first half. We got on top of them in the latter part of the half.
Let's start.
I'm not used to this yet, but it's alright. And then they took over the second half, which was what I feared. Tottenham took over the second half. I knew we'd do something stupid and let them back in the game.
Well, the one part of my prediction that I think happened in this game is that I said it would be cagey, I think. Right? And I mentioned that I didn't see a lot of goals scoring.
It was, yeah.
And what I think happens in this derby is I think you and Tottenham are at that point where nobody wants to take that risk. You understand? I feel like the next derby, which is, where was this? This was at
Emirates.
I think the one at White Hart Lane is going to be a dogfight. And that's because it's going to be at a different point in the season. I think Pochettino still gets nervy at times and makes some decisions where it's just like, just be confident in what you're picking. And I think it comes out in the players as well.
But yeah, you said the same for us because I thought we were very cagey today. And I remember last week I said I don't want to see Xhaka and Coquelin playing together. They did start together. I'm thinking you shouldn't have done that. You should have Wenger. You should have put in Aaron Ramsey, make him give him some free roll to run. And a lot of those chances that were being denied in the box where things were breaking down. You need a man like Ramsey to run on later and latch onto those chances. If it was When Walcott hit the bar and Mesut Ozil fired over, if it was Ramsey coming onto that ball instead, I think he would have scored.
One they probably should have signed that defender from Tottenham, Wimmer, because that header was amazing.
You know.
What a great finish from
Oh,
the
that's
Tottenham.
another thing I wanted to talk about.
That's the
People
prettiest
are
own goal I've ever seen.
True. Look like Tom Hardy though, don't? You ever think about that?
No, all of them have that the Toby have that same little
Yeah,
the side swipe
bird,
Tom
yeah.
Hardy.
Right.
As long as them don't talk like Tom Hardy, I can't understand nothing Tom Hardy is saying.
But yeah, back to the football. People are saying that, and this is weird for me defending a Spurs player. People are saying that he should have said the two man them offside. Come on.
Oh yeah.
He's a free kick, him looking at the ball. People, the two players are behind him. And it's not like say they were to his side, you know. They were on either side, and I think it's harsh to say that he should have known they were outside and leave the ball alone. Your first instinct as a centre back is to get the ball cleared. He did try that, so it worked.
But outside of that, it's not no like the man put the ball into the net of the dog. Like my thing is just that was a finish. Like I can't figure out what the man game plan
Frank
was.
Sinclair would have pro that pretty
What?
much.
Yeah, big or what the idiot that used to play Traore, spin around own goal man.
Oh yeah, Jimmy
Traore.
Traore, yeah.
But as I say, it's one of those things where was his headspace, and I feel like it's the nerves of the game.
Yeah.
But final comment on the game and Arsenal and where you are in the tables.
I am annoyed that City dropped points and we followed suit. It's something Arsenal always does. If we're in second and there's a team ahead of us and the team loses, we might should lose the same weekend. Let them draw, we draw too. Come on, stop doing this now.
Alright, with that I'm going to move into my game. The big 6 domino score. But alright, to be real though, what I think is most impressive about Liverpool right now, because I am a type of fan where I don't give you the trophy of the great coach until you give me a trophy. Which is sad because the last 2 Liverpool coaches that won any sort of trophy, I actually still don't give them that I don't give them that much props. I don't really, I hate Rafa Benitez, and Kenny Dalglish was very meh, but what I really love about coaches is that we can see a style. Liverpool has a style of play. Chelsea has a style of play. City has a style of play, and Arsenal has a style of play. And I confidently feel like those are going to be the 4 teams threatening for the top 4.
Yeah, indeed.
And with that said, Klopp's style is very pretty. It's beautiful. And one of the main things is that we have 4 players now that I think become a threat in the sense that Mane, Coutinho, Lallana, and Firmino, when they have the ball, you don't know what they're going to do with it.
Because all of them possess the same trait, which is
Same trait, style,
stretching the defense.
simple as that. So, and then here's where it causes a problem now. You don't know if they're going to pass or shoot.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing now. When Coutinho has a ball at his foot, you cannot give him the space. He can score. All of those players have scored long-range goals.
And as I said, you don't know when they're going to shoot. If for instance, Mane has the ball, passes after a Coutinho, or for instance, passes after a Firmino, you still don't know if he's going to shoot.
You don't know.
Because there's so much movement going on.
Exactly.
You don't know when the shot is coming.
And what that does to the defense now is, because they have to decide the distance they are from the ball and the player. You push close to Coutinho, chop, gone, shoot right away, problem. And Coutinho has a technique to make the ball hit the post and go in. And that makes it unreachable for a goalie because he cannot stay close to any of the posts. He have to middle himself. Now, with that said, it goes on to the problem. The conceding of goals. You could see clearly on Klopp's face just how annoyed he was at still letting in a goal. In a game he was dominating. We are high in, I think we might be the team that concede the most in the whole Premier League.
And we're talking about goals, we need to talk about Mane's first goal. I love that goal. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, it was a proper goal.
Yeah, it was
He wasn't standing and waiting on the ball. He ran and met it, and then he had to flick and turn the ball around the keeper. Into the
Almost, not almost, but better than Wimmer's own goal. Definitely. But why it hurts me that goal score as well is because I know teams looking at this goal and then saying that's how we're going to beat them.
Yeah.
And that's a problem for me. But I think it's a good performance. Obviously, top of the league for a few days, kind of international break, so we can stay there for a while. I can screenshot and make it my background. I don't know how long it will last. Don't talk about Gerard Slip. I done with you. I don't
know who to play, but I'm going to drop points to them next game.
But that's the thing now. I'm so much more confident in not dropping points to the small teams. I more think it might be a big team that will beat us. And I'm okay with that.
So you think we will lose the Merseyside derby then?
Hell no, that's not a big team.
To Uno.
Move from here, sir. After the man just get bag up 5 love. Move from here, sir. Beat Tottenham first. Any final thoughts? We don't have any Monday games to predict.
Yeah, but we next play Man United. Can't wait. No Zlatan either.
Oh,
But I kind of want Zlatan
the
there.
thing I got stand up in
I kind of want Zlatan there to beat them properly. To say, yo, if we beat them, if we back them up, you're going to hear say Zlatan not play. I want the full strength squad there.
Alright, so what is your prediction then for that?
3-1 Arsenal.
Bolsa.
Yeah.
What?
3-1.
My prediction, I think Arsenal going to win 3-2.
Why the 2?
I think going to go and push. I think they're going to take the lead first. And then they're going to wear out. Because they're not going to have options.
Yeah.
And that's where they're going to kill them. Because then Ozil going to step up.
And what about your game? When you play?
Southampton. I think we'll win in that one.
Score.
I think we're going to concede again. I think I did predict a concede that we're going to concede to Watford. You know?
Yeah. I did say 4-1 in that game, by the way. So I'm never really too far off.
Yeah, I think I did say 3-1. I think we're going to be a gritty game, but I think we're going to pull away and probably going to win 4-2, like a Crystal Palace situation.
All right.
So that's that. All right. So that's the second episode of Seeing Red, and look out for us. Next week will be International Week, but we're going to have a full prediction show. Rachid and I will find some way to talk about Liverpool and Arsenal a little more in depth. Maybe talk about past players and things that we like.
Yeah, we're in the next episode. We're going to be doing some special features to keep you entertained. Don't worry about it.
And that will be fun. So keep in tune, subscribe, share. Yardies reviewing the EPL, Seeing Red. This is Simon the writer.
And Rashid the Guna, and I need to leave right now because this jersey just really annoying the hell out of me right now.
Yo, you know, Bunny, this is my champion jersey after my win Champions League. Have you ever put gold number in on any of your jerseys? No? Okay.
The jersey last week had gold.
Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count yours.
From 11 years ago? Really?
Don't matter.
From
Count
11 years
yours.
ago?
Count yours.
Anyway,
we're done. We're done. Lock it up.
Praise Liverpool too much
Hey,
next week.
brother, lock off the camera. We're done with him. We're done. Lock it.
Your week, summer, willing for wait, man, I rush it. Plus, you give me your vibes, but tell me no quit. From you looking at me eye, that give me a hint. Your body